pressure is on. Mates since they were teenagers, Ross, Mark and Gus are on a mission. They're a day away from opening their pop-up restaurant, Blood and Bones.
This whole idea was born from us just kind of hanging out and having a good time and then sort of coming up with something from that.
A new concept means a new taste, and they've set their sights on converting Canberrans to offal and offcuts.
Working in restaurants and bars, we saw the extent of waste that gets thrown out and just like sort of hospitality culture, especially where things get thrown out a lot. So we're really trying to utilise that and show people that you can do a lot with this kind of produce that would otherwise be wasted.
What are some of the things on the menu?
5 courses we're doing. We've got a snack plate, different parts of the prawn. We've got prawn heads, using the body to make prawn crackers. We're also doing fried chicken feet. So I think that'll be pretty good to kind of shock people. This is what the first thing they get is some chicken feet staring at them.
There's only one of each of these if you're interested.
This has been months in the making as the guys balance full-time jobs in the industry while managing this pop-up project.
Yeah, if anyone asks about it, just direct them to the Instagram because I put so much effort into that, and my soul is in that Instagram account.
They're part of a growing movement of millennials who are choosing to stay in hospitality long term. It's no longer seen as just a casual job, but a permanent and legitimate career path.
Hospitality is changing as young people buy more and more businesses, and they're really enjoying it. But the other thing that's changed about it, interestingly, is they enjoy hospitality.
From waitress or barista to young business owner, the dream of opening their own venue is becoming reality for many.
You couldn't do more hours than we do, and you couldn't be more broke than we are, but it's absolutely worth it.
Caleb Evans has had a hand in the hospitality industry for 11 years. The 28-year-old opened his first cafe last year in Canberra's inner north.
A creative sort of surge has obviously come through where people not only have the creativity to do stuff but also the drive and put their money where their mouth is, and I think that's showing through now. There's a lot of young business owners stepping out there and having a crack.
This is where myself, Gus and our other housemate James live, and to a certain extent work for Gus and I.
The share house also doubles as their office.
Yeah, this is our lounge space, I guess, dining. We hang out, so we've got all our wine stocked away in the cupboard.
All the money made is going back into their business.
They're not putting their houses up as collateral because they don't have a house. It's a really interesting dynamic of what is the risk they're taking now.
The idea at the moment is that everything we make from this goes straight back into the business, and then we just keep rolling it on, and then hopefully can take that and the money we make from this kind of stuff to do bigger and better things, I guess is the idea. House is definitely not first priority at the moment.
Members of Canberra's close-knit hospitality industry rolled up their sleeves to help get the project off the ground.
Canberra is attracting a lot of people to stay and do hospitality jobs for the first time in a while, whereas the general trend would have been to get to a certain level here or to work in bars and restaurants and then move to Melbourne or Sydney if you wanted to pursue it more seriously. But I think people are starting to realise the viability of staying in Canberra.
As attitudes change, working in the industry now carries a level of prestige.
Service, please.
And the group have big plans in the works.
Definitely a way to test some ideas without having that full commitment. I know it's something that we all want to do, but particularly at a relatively young age, it's certainly hard to throw however much money into a full venue fit out. So this is a really good way for us to kind of hone our skills, practice, running our own idea and running our own events before sort of taking that next step.
Eating out has long been a favourite Canberra pastime, but these guys have breathed new life back into the food scene.
I sort of go to work every day and I love it. It doesn't feel like work so much. And this week in particular, it's hanging out with some of my best friends and doing something that we're really proud of, and so it doesn't necessarily feel like work, it just feels like we're having a good time.